right, you're supposed to go with that. So like that, I thought of doing, your library is the best place to get new ideas. Whenever I used to sit in the library, you come up with new ideas, pop up with new ideas. And my friends were like, "Tu library mein baith ke karta kya hai, padhta hai ki kya hai?" You think of ideas. And 2-3 crazy guys like me, we all used to come together, that L2 and what I told to you, and we used to discuss and come up with things. So first event was 155th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. The role model, the ideal personality of our of our land, of our culture, and as you know, and a very small span of his life, but great deeds. पूरी दुनिया में भारतीय कल्चर का उन्होंने डंका बजाया. That personality he was. So life learning lessons. These people don't go and create motivational lectures. ऐसा करो, ये होता है. Their life itself is a big story. Their incidences in the life are the morals from which we can take. His story of when he was in the Varanasi and he was walking through the road. One side there was a steep wall long, and the other side there was a well or some water body, and he was walking, and the monkeys started coming behind him. And he ran away, the monkeys also ran behind him. And one said, "Oh, stop. He said to Swami Vivekananda, he said, "Face the problem, defeat the problem. You stand stern and firm in front of the monkeys will run away." And the monkeys ran away. And this he mentioned in his speech of Chicago. But it's a life learning lesson for us. Don't run away from problems. And no problem can be unsolved. Everything can be resolved. There can be no limitations, restrictions. You have to fight, and you get the result. So these are life learning lessons. I said the idea popped up, we have to do something. So the first event was Swami Vivekananda's Jayanti on 12th January. 3rd or 4th of Jan we finished our terminal examination. My friends ran away for the vacation who were from other places, and few of the localites, and they said, "Oh, kitna event karta hai, we are not going to do." And they didn't do it. So first time I learned to make the PowerPoint presentation. Today I can make average PowerPoint presentations. So in the course of organizing the events, we learn so many things. I was a non-techno savvy. Today I have become a little techno savvy. For any event or administrative officer, Mr. Jamkar sir calls. He says, "तुम्ही उद्या या कार्यक्रमासाठी थोडं ते बघून घ्या." उतना तो हमको आता है, माइक कैसा लगाना, ये लगाना, प्रोजेक्टर this that. So you learn. So that was the first event as an organizer. And after that we had e-rendezvous. That is digital quiz and video presentation competition for our batchmates. After that we had examinations, then we had vacation, and then we had one day research conference. That is Medical Rendezvous 2018. Rendezvous means coming together, gathering of people, meeting of people. So medical rendezvous, medical topics. So in that we had concise workshops, and a CPR ka workshop, a guest talk for the USML examination people who are, I call them, but okay. So the workshop, and then you had guest talks and disaster management, and we had presentations, OSOS. One student, one study. How you present things differently. And this is the only reason why before every event we could put first. Every event was one of its only kind. Nor we repeated our own events, and nor the, what they call paramparik ritya chalत आलेल्या गोष्टींना. Not at all. No historic things, the rituals and these things to be followed. We have our own brain, we have our own inquisitiveness, and we must use it like anything. We must explore it and excel like anything. So for that documentary on Swami Vivekananda, which we did in the first event, we were the first UG students who in the history of VMGMC of 55 years then, who were awarded for the documentary on 26 January, which we have tomorrow. We will complete 2 years to that award. We were awarded with the Tulsi plant for that documentary which we made by the hands of our team and civil surgeon. So you get, when you do, you get. And at that time they had printed my interview in the newspaper on Republic Day. So you get things. That was the first event. Then second event, third event, as I told you. After medical rendezvous one-day conference, we had batch seminar. And then after batch seminar, we planned for the symposium. But after batch seminar, they put a ban. on the student side. I don't want to name the teachers, but the vice president then had banned, saying that so many events you are doing and all, and every month we had something or the other thing, so they banned. And when they banned, see, we were interested in organizing the events, and when you are doing it under some department, there is no question of this body. Being a volunteer, I wanted to work, we wanted to organize. So with the help of Department of Physiology, student friendly department, we took permission of Bansode sir, and then in coordination with Mundavedi sir and the residents of the department, Dr. Zakia ma'am and all, we conducted the symposium. Powwow means symposium, group presentation. Powwow means group presentation, and that happened. But seeing that poor response, I was like, chalo chodo yaar. I'm fed up of organizing, I'm not going to organize. And then I said, leave it off. And after that, in the second term of that year, 2018, second term is not the complete second term, but the initial half, I said, okay, leave. And we didn't have the WhatsApp quiz for them, which we had for our batch and your batch. So they missed it. Now we had the video presentation and all these things. Okay. And I said, okay, now yes, I'm okay. I'm full, I'm stomach full with the organization of events. If I am asked to organize, I can organize. So we left. Then suddenly Mundavedi sir messaged me one evening. We have got the permission of Dean Dr. Khate sir for organizing the state level undergraduate conference. Because it was my dream event, I say, I got rejuvenated and came back into the organization. Otherwise I was then only. So that became a dream event, and it's again a different, we have another interview on the exclusive interview for UGCon 2019. So details are in the video. But then that boosted up, and then we had the organization of the UGCon and the exemplary UGCon. I mean, you can take any parameters of any college, comparing their conference and our. First of all, there is no UGCon in any other college. There is UG plus PGCon. So UG बाजू में, PG focus में. This is the system. So it's unique in its kind. And after that, we had our exams, term end, prelims, final exam. And now in my holidays, we are doing. This is the record break of my organization as a leader opportunity as a leader for these events. That we are doing 3 events in 25 days. And so many, and we have another branch, MSR, Medico-Social Responsibility. As doctors, our responsibility is not just to treat the patient, but also to prevent the disease. So, the scientific society it delivers talks. Now, the most important topic today is junk food and complications due to hypertension and diabetes and hyperlipidemia, hypercholesterolemia. So more than 5,500 students, the body is able to deliver live students in different schools. And the members and the volunteers were able to plant more than 250 trees in just effective 24 hours of hard work, but in different days, some day 2 hours, some day 3 hours, like that. And they were able to plant 250 trees, out of which more than 200 trees are live. They are alive, they are grown. So this is the journey. I think I have prolonged a lot, but I won't be, if you ask me to talk for 2.5 years, I can talk, because it's a journey of 2.5 years. So now today we are doing with the symposium coming up.
So, few lavish facts here. I have the original handwritten copy of the statement by our ex-dean, Dr. Khate sir, saying, UGCon is a milestone in history of academics for VMGMC. Also many other appreciations as we can witness on the YouTube channel of VMGMC Solapur, like Padma Shri Dr. T. Urvadia sir, Padma Shri Dr. Tatyarao Lahane sir, Director of DMER, 3 Padma Shri Dr. Kantilal Sancheti sir, and as you
not 3 Padma Shri, it's Padma Shri
Padma
Bhushan. Yes. He's awardee of the 3 Padmas. If you see his work, it's mind blowing. I mean, he's established the first orthopedic hospital of Maharashtra. And today there's no competition to the hospital. The facilities provided in that rate, in that price, they provided very beautifully. They've created so many doctors, trained so many doctors. So it's there. I mean, he had personally given us an appointment. All these Vadia sir and these guys, these faculties and respected people, we got an opportunity for meeting them personally. I never thought of any time in my life we could meet with some Padma awardees in my life and all that. So, I mean, the astonishing fact is why Dr. Ghate sir said that it's a milestone in the history of VM Medical College. And why is because he had seen the gist of all what was getting organized. Initially when he was the dean and when permission was taken, later on because of his retirement, then another team, now we have Dr. Jaiswal ma'am and after that Dr. Thakur sir. But with these, see, just one event and we could see the leadership of 3 deans for us and all were optimistic. Any moment you go in the dean chamber when there is no meeting, they will always welcome you, they will ask you to sit, they will say what you will take, and they will have a very fruitful and beautiful discussion. None of them scolded like for why you are. Initially questions were raised, there was resistance because from where you will get the money, this was the question, only question. But later on when everything was on the track, things worked on. So he saw the gist, and even Jaiswal ma'am she used this term that what the eye doesn't see, the mind doesn't know. Jo dekhoge wohi sikhoge. So they ask us to attend clinics and practicals. So it has an impact. So these people have been lot optimistic. Any faculty you see, lot optimistic about the conference. So, great you have done your homework for this. The talk and discussion of this. So appreciable that you have done your homework, because at that time you were not a part of this institute 2019 initially. So, but you have done your homework. That's appreciable.
So a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Then, as an organizing secretary, what is your view on this?
Definitely, it starts with a single step, and when that single step has to be taken, at that time, they say a great deal of talent is lost for the want of little courage. Great deal of talent is lost for the want of little courage. वो थोड़ा courage मिल गया ना, then the person will boost like anything. That courage is nothing but the initial step. So only demand is we have to do something. You do, irrespective of the results, right or wrong, true or false, day or night, dark or light, whatever, you get the results. You get the results. This is for sure. You just have to step in. Once you step in that flow, how things get organized, how you get helped, you don't even realize. And in the end of the session, the evening of the event, you sit with your friends, relaxed, imagine, kya kiya. So it is far beautiful. It's far beautiful. But you need that courage. And it has to come from within. No one is going to come and boost you loads of confidence. 10 mg confidence de do, 10 mg determination de do, 10 mg IV ये दे दो. It doesn't happen. Orally ले लो तो bioavailability कम हो जाएगा, IV दे दो तो जल्दी हो जाएगा. It doesn't happen. It has to come from within. How you take things inside. There's a difference when you see things and when you observe things. You have to start observing things and you get things in that way. You get things in that way. जैसा तुम देखते हो वैसा तुम करते हो. So if you see, because we saw Rishikesh Kelkar, Miss Subarnolata working in that way. When Miss Subarnolata was the secretary and she was, I remember an incident very shortly ago. So I had taken, ma'am, I said, ma'am, please sign for the certificates of this one-day conference, medical conference. So at that time we had 180 certificates, including delegates, participants, 125 plus participants, very appreciable number, houseful for the AC hall, and the organizers and the teachers and coordinators, everyone we had to give certificates. So that was there. So she said, actually her signature is big and she had her exam time then. So she said, I curse you that you will have to sign more certificates than me. And as I said in the last talk also, that I signed more than 400 certificates for UGCon. And this event also, see, for quiz we had more than 150 certificates. Now for symposium again there are 11, 10 and 11 teams. So if you consider 10 members also, again 100 certificates. So her curse has become true. So I was blessed with that curse. So it is like that. But how you see that way you work? I don't know if if I have come to the expectations of influencing people and working, making them into this track. But I gave my best. This is what I know. And I've spent nights being a localite also. I've spent nights in the hostel to do things and just to do things. So I give my 100%. Baki, nature will see how to support and how to do it.
So beginnings are always messy.
Yes.
So here we refer to the resistance of the people. My question actually revolves around what I heard is all about the poles.
Okay, so even I think Meet has decided to ask me very, very pointed questions today. And he's going to the gist of everything. But I am bound to answer all of them. Because once you get off the post, no one will come and ask you why you're doing it. So I'm happy. It's a challenge to the next organizing secretary who comes. Because he has to answer all this. So once I answer and go, maybe people will question me. See, the old organizing secretary answered this. You have to maybe prove this. So best of luck to him, whoever is going to be. But then the question is the polls, right? And as I said in the very beginning of this talk, that differences of opinion, they exist everywhere. And we must learn to respect those differences of opinion. But rule of line is better than 100 words. Discussion should happen. Views and counter views must be respected, must be obeyed, must be followed and taken into consideration if they have a valid and viable point. But if someone or some group of people just want to oppose anything and everything which is done or which is happening, you can't help. You have to ignore. And because these poles existed here also, I won't enumerate the bodies, I won't enumerate the people, but poles exist. We have to respect. And when it came, we told it is not my UGCon, it is not your UGCon, it is our UGCon. It is our institute's. See, this logo was there. Nor my photograph on the banner in the sense, not on the main banner, because being the organizer, we were asked that organizer's photo should be there. So along with the organizing secretary as me, we had other 10 people from Students Association of every batch. The GS and the LR representative. See, though it was happening under the banner of Student Scientific Society everywhere, logo of Student Scientific Society, VM Medical College and the conference logo was everywhere. Why? Because it's a scientific activity. Scientific activity will happen under the banner of scientificness. No, it won't happen under the body of culturalness. This is a simple logic. I mean, if देखो जिसको जो काम दिया है वो काम करेंगे ना. If Students Association is organizing cultural events, then there is no role to play as such. But it is not like they are paid for that, nor we are paid for that. They can come here, we can go there. We, of course, I always go. Irrespective of whether you like or you don't, you have to respect. You have to get exposed how they organize. What is their skill of organization? What you can learn from that. Okay, you have to learn from everyone. You know, even a criticism is a backhanded compliment. This Jaiswal ma'am says. You know, this is far beautiful sentence that even criticism is a backhanded compliment. And this makes me learn so much. The level of organization you can learn. How they do it. You also learn, you also imply, you also flourish. What is bad? Even they can learn from your organization. So scientificness will happen under the banner of scientific body. What was wrong in that? There was nothing wrong. Only that, the big banner is student, the VM Medical College, उसके नीचे scientific body कर रही, तो the poles will exist. Poles, there is no batchism. Batchism in the sense batch 2017, 16, 15, 14 or 18 or 19. It's not like that. It's not a batch event. It's an institute's event. And Student Scientific Society is not a batch-centric body. I worked as an organizer, voluntary organizer, in first year also, in second year also, and now in third year also. All the 3 years, I never said, and I was never told your first year, you cannot be the organizer, you cannot be the coordinator now, as it is told nowadays. You have an experience, I don't want to name the person. But how it is named today, how first year can be an organizer, why can't the first year be an organizer, this is my question. All of us carry brains, all of us have understanding how to organize, all of us have done in our own colonies. There is nothing new. There is nothing new. वही जो कॉलोनी में गणपति किया वही हम यहाँ कर रहे हैं, उसमें इवेंट्स ऐड कर रहे हैं, थोड़ा प्रोफेशनल बन रहे हैं. That's it. You have to learn from your seniors. You ask, no one will say no. Same for the scientific activity. So quiz, haven't you played quiz in your school? You have, but there should be some difference. So we have an idea. There's a WhatsApp game. We convert it into a WhatsApp quiz. Truth and dare, convert it into a game. चल मेरे को femoral triangle की boundaries बता. Give a dare this way. You bet on pizzas. If you answer this correctly, you have to give me one pizza. Why can't we have fun in learning? Because we are meant here for learning, we must learn. There's no option. If people are looking for options beyond medical fraternities, being in this fraternity, then I have a big question mark on myself and themselves who are here. We have fallen into this well, we have to swim. Otherwise we will, simple, we will submerge. So poles exist. Finally the question is, I will, one in single line I will answer. Poles exist, you have to support them, they have to support you, there is no option. Because we are not in a political system, and even those politicians come together and eat and have a dinner. Then we are friends, good friends. Then just with, differentiation of responsibilities, we can't have a lot of opposition, and that doesn't work, I'll tell you. That doesn't work in a long run. United we stand, divided we fall. It happens everywhere. And the authorities are very strong enough. They won't allow all this. Even if it is a mistake from our side, it will not be tolerated by the authorities and the institute head. And even if it is from their side, it will not be tolerated. Everything has to be in a well-mannered way, in a programmed way, and in a scheduled way. So things will go smoothly. If there are clashes, then another barrier. So it's all about.
So people often say that it's a use and throw game.